So hey y'all, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. So by the title, we're gonna be doing another compilation video. I really wasn't even gonna post today. It's been a tough day. If some of y'all remember last week, I shared a post on my community tab where I talked about me having a dream about my ex and how it just affected me for that entire day. There were some comments insinuating that I wanted closure, but I really didn't. I just want therapy. But last night I had a similar dream again featuring the same ex, and I was like so shocked when I woke up today. It did affect my day worse this time, and I was like, yeah, Chioma, you need to get help. I'm realizing the wounds and trauma from years ago that I suppressed is starting to trigger me. I thought I was healed and over it, and I guess I lied to myself. So there were some of you that emailed me some resources for therapy and other coping mechanisms, and I really do appreciate that. I can't believe I'm at this point, but today was really the day that I was so mentally tired that I knew I needed professional help, and that's okay. I was embarrassed at first and thought, why would I go to therapy for unsettled heartbreak? But now I'm a little older and I know if it's still affecting me, I know it's something that I have to address. I literally used to be like, it's embarrassing to know you have to go to therapy because somebody's dusty ass son, but I know I'm not alone, and I feel like my last 3 situations were full of deceit, deviation, and devil ass nakers, and I don't want that spirit in or on me. So I had to post tonight's video to just take my brain off of things, and this really is another outlet of therapy because I like what I do here on YouTube and a lot of you are so supportive. So let's get right into tonight's topics. So on the docket tonight, we have rapper Blueface getting CPS, which is Child Protective Services, called to his home. This whole saga is a trip, and I actually could have seen this coming. Next up, we have Jada Wayda taking back her baby daddy Lil Baby and discussing how it transpired. She also had a follow-up post about where she is now. And then lastly, Sukihana behaving a ratchet ass mess at this year's VMAs and the debate that started online about her presence in entertainment. So y'all already know what to do. Label your comments based on the story and I'll try to read most of them. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So first up is Blueface. So I've kind of not been wanting to talk about Chrisean and Blueface for obvious reasons. It's tiring and it's really draining, and for me it's very triggering. When I see what Blueface tweets and hear the things that he says, it really does trigger me because he literally says the same exact things that one of my exes, not the one from the dream by the way, used to say. It was something he said about how he's the man and that Chrisean and his other baby mother Jayda are the women, and I guess that the gender role of a man is being able to do whatever he wants, whereas women are supposed to be baby makers and child caretakers. Delusional. And my ex used to say stuff like that, so I've just been super drained with them and how much social media is posting everything they do. Recently, a headline was made that Child Protective Services was called to the home of Blueface and Jayda due to the fact that their 5 or 6-year-old son was exposed to exotic dancers. Meanwhile, when you look at their pantry, there wasn't any food. And I honestly saw this coming. I saw that eventually there would be some type of governmental intervention into them because between Jayda, Blueface, and Chrisean, I don't think any of them are that stable. I see a lot of people are really trying to push for Chrisean to be different now that she's a mother, and I do hope for that, but I also feel like there's no way that she's gonna change overnight, so it's still a work in progress. I just feel like a lot of people are just delusional. Like, I understand rooting for the girl to get better, but she's put out so much negative words and actions that I don't know what it would take for people to just divest. I promise you it has to be light skin privilege because there's no way if Chrisean Rock looked like myself or anyone darker, there would be this much sympathy. And yeah, I know some of you are going to say, what does color have to do with it? But color has to do with almost everything, whether you believe so or not. I also think that maybe the whole anti-men movement does aid her public empathy, but at the same time, I drew my empathy from her a long time ago. However, at least Chrisean didn't have CPS called on her baby. Blueface and Jayda are the ones having to deal with this. Like I said, I'm tired of this saga, but I do think that we are seeing the home stretch of this entire situation. The only reason why I believe this is because now that Chrisean Rock has had the baby, Blueface is going to become less relevant to her, and I feel like Blueface does add to her relevance. Not that she can't be relevant or stand alone, she definitely can, but a lot of the reason why she trends is because of him. So if she's no longer dealing with him or there's no more relationship, I personally feel like we're at the home stretch, but knowing them, we shall see. And I'm not going to say it's going to be completely over, but I think the attention that people will give this is dwindling because a lot of people are exhausted. So Hollywood Unlocked posted a headline stating Blueface reportedly received a visit from Department of Children and Family Services. The caption reads, Per TMZ, Blueface reportedly received a visit from the Department of Children and Family Services over the viral video of him asking his 6-year-old son Javon about his sexuality while strippers were in another room twerking. The news outlet reports that law enforcement sources told them that sheriff deputies have been called to the rapper's Los Angeles home at least 9 times since May 2023. Reportedly, one of the most serious calls to the home sparked a DCFS investigation after officials were made aware of Blueface bringing strippers around his 6-year-old son and 1-year-old daughter, Journey, both with whom he shares with his current girlfriend and high school sweetheart, Jayda Alexis. The site sources claim that after Blueface posted videos of him asking his 6-year-old son if he was gay, as he didn't want to be in the room with the strippers, DCFS got a hold of the footage and immediately launched an investigation, which ended up with sheriff deputies being called to the home to do a welfare check. From videos that have been posted to Blueface's IG story since this incident, it appears that he still has custody of his children and that DCFS investigation hasn't gone any further. The site notes that it's in part due to no one answering the door or picking up the phone while deputies were called to the house. Meanwhile, sources also told the site that additional calls were made to the house over noise complaints, where loud music and barking dogs. In addition to Blueface's family home at his party house in San Fernando Valley, cops cite that they have been to the residence several times, as well as citing neighbors making complaints over loud parties and fighting. Furthermore, regarding the DCFS investigation, the site claims that CPS won't comment on specific cases, but told them the safety and well-being of the county's 2 million children and youth is its highest priority. Now, let me just say this, Blueface is a clown, and it's like watching someone literally play themselves because they think attention and notoriety means more than the well-being of themselves, their family, and most importantly, their children. I actually could have predicted that this would happen eventually, because when I saw the video of the kid with the strippers, I was so confused as to how CPS has never intervened. But to know that they have been to the house 9 times in the last 4 months is so concerning. And people were more concerned about Krishan's mothering, but now we have the ironic aspect that he is the one who is a questionable parent, which I'm sure we all knew. I remember there was a time where he went live and he said that he doesn't really take care of his kids. He's never watched his son for longer than 2 days, and he seemed to be kind of happy with that. But every chance he gets to question Krishan's parenting, he does that. And the girl has only been a mother for less than 2 weeks. And I want to point out the hypocrisy of him asking his son about his sexuality for not wanting to be around strippers. But had it been the reverse of this being his little girl around male strippers or even female strippers, the conversation would not have gone like that. And the outrage would have been completely different.
Casual day with Jay Nasty. Son. Come here. There's booty cheeks out here. You in here looking for chips. And Slim Jims and shit. You ain't gay, is you? Huh? Are you gay? You ain't gay, right? My man. My dog. My young. Are you gay?
No. What the fuck are you talking about? Come on, give it to me.
I thought it was disgusting that Jayden was condoning this, because she plays it as if she's better than Krishan in the situation when, in my opinion, they're both the exact same. Both of them are being played by one man, and he really is the conductor of this train. Jayden was pretty much half naked around her own son, and it was weird because why do you have exotic dancers around your kid, and why is he only eating Slim Jims? I don't necessarily think that she's a bad mom, but a lot of things that some parents do and post are questionable to me, because why is attention more important than the well-being of your children? And why are we using our children and plastering them to the internet to be ridiculed and put in these compromising situations? Like, the internet is permanent. There's nothing you can post to the internet that will ever go away. So I do think it's weird that CPS said that the safety of the children are their highest priority, but because nobody answered the door, nothing really came of this. I find that to be skeptical. Now, when it comes to Krishan, maybe the moms that are watching can tell me. Her baby is, again, not even 2 weeks old, but the baby has literally been outside at the church, kind of making his rounds, going along with her wherever. And I would have just assumed that a newborn baby, especially with COVID rising, would be in the house. But y'all let me know if that's concerning or if that's okay. I wouldn't know. But it's annoying how her motherhood gets questioned by Blueface, but CPS is coming to your door because of the things that you've posted online. Why didn't you answer the door when the sheriffs came if y'all think you're such great parents? I don't like seeing the situation. At this point, it's honestly triggering, and he should have never threw stones in the glass house. There's no food in your pantry, but you have jewelry on that's worth the price of 4 months worth of groceries, if not even more. It's almost like Blueface is a kid himself, and it was about time for something like this to happen. Next up, Jada Wayda did an interview with the YouTuber Zayas. It's crazy how I really don't know the other side of YouTube. I gotta check out more of their content, but they did a mukbang and Jada talked about getting back with her child's father, Lil Baby, and how much it pretty much shot her in the foot. Let's listen.
But I be seeing it.
Yeah.
And everybody thought she was pregnant at one point.
I think because I just had took a break off the internet, like I really went missing for like a good little minute. And like, you know how like you just get in a relationship and you just like, well, I don't know if you know, but girls, we get in relationships and we just like forget about ourselves. We totally like just fall off the face of the earth because we're so consumed in a relationship. And that is where I was at in my life. And I got super duper consumed to the point now it's like I'm back free, I'm back outside.
Like, you was in a relationship, like recently?
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't know that.
I ain't know that.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I like gave my relationship another shot and it shot me.
Damn. That's not funny, right?
No, it's really not funny. I'm laughing. That's a trauma response. But yeah, so you know.
So have you just given up on that?
On love?
Yeah.
Oh no, baby. I'm not giving up on love. Love is gonna find me.
So you still pursuing? Or are you waiting for it to pursue you?
Oh no, right now I'm just single. Like
chilling.
I'm just chilling. I'm outside, I'm chilling, I'm having a ball with my friends. That's all that matters to me. And like being a good mom, working on my business. But like as far as a relationship, because I am the type of girl when I'm in a relationship, I get like so invested into the relationship to where I be like forgetting about me.
Right.
I don't want to go outside. I don't want to take pictures. I don't want to like simple things that I do enjoy doing. I don't do those type of things in a relationship.
So there was a comment that said, sometimes we get back with an ex because we forget why we left in the first place. Other times you still remember, but you want to believe that the person has changed. So you hop right back in the fire just to get burned by the same flame. Just my thoughts. Anyway, I'm happy to hear that she hasn't given up on love. And I agree with this. I've been Jada, I've been there, and I think it stems from the periods of time where you remember the good times you and your ex had, or how he or she made you feel when you were at your greatest. Also, holding on to hope that their actions don't repeat, because at this point they've witnessed how hurt you were or are based off of what they did. The only problem is people are truly evil. Oftentimes, men don't see a second chance as time to redeem themselves, fix their mistakes, and reassure you that this can work. For men like Lil Baby and other young men and teens, it's like they take it as a way to use up more of your time and energy and refuel their ego after draining yours and do the same things again. I don't know, but I assume that she took him back, they were good for a few months, and then the rumors about different Instagram models and Lil Baby hit the blogs. Jada saw them, and when you've been on and off for years, you now feel like you can't do it anymore. Like I've always said, every girl has a magic number. The number is not a distinct number, but the number is how many times she'll deal with something and accept before she eventually leaves and stands on it. I think Jada has reached her number, and good for her. In the past, I've made videos about her saying, Jada, you're being dumb, and only did so because I've been Jada and I've been dumb. I actually really do like Jada. I'm just critical of her because I've known who she is for a very long time, and I think with her being established way before Lil Baby, I know she can do better. Like, to her, it seems like she can't, but I'm sure she really can find someone who treats her how she wants to be treated. But I like the fact that lately she's been living her life. When she was on that show called The Impact, which I saw season 2 is about to come out and Jada won't be on it, but that show did turn a lot of people off to Jada, even to me a little bit for real. But I saw on that show that she was just so attached to Lil Baby. I feel like her storyline was about her being single, and I can tell she wasn't happy or ready to be single. I feel like that's something she was telling herself to cope with the disappointment of the relationship. But I've been there where you really do want to work it out with your partner, but it's a clash of interest because of what they've done to you. And she said that they were in a relationship for 6 years and she's always had a boyfriend, and it's hard for her to be single. Like, she doesn't do well when she's not single. So now I hope she realizes that being single is where you find yourself again. There will be good days and bad days. Like today, I'm having a horrible day. I was in the gym for like 2 hours because my adrenaline and anxiety would not go down, but I'm sure tomorrow will be a better day at working towards healing internally, which is what Jada should also do. I'm not sure about the whole pregnancy thing. I mean, what do y'all think? Do y'all think she was? It kind of seemed like it, but I think Jada knows better and was probably just speculation, but there were some good theories, I must say. Jada posted this to her IG story today and said, "Can't nobody bring up nothing from my past to belittle me, because baby, I did what I did, I said what I said, learned from it, and now very aware of whatever went down, whether good or bad." And I had commented on that post and said, this is that 25 plus brain finally in motion. I'm here for it and I understand. fan, which I am. Something just clicked the day I turned 25, and Jada and I are the same age. Actually, she's about to turn 26 if she hasn't already, but I think the older you get, you just start to detach from toxicity and things that are no longer serving you. I think the mid and late 20s are the hardest because you are faced to accept the mistakes that you made in your teens and early 20s and start healing. You beat yourself up a lot because you are smarter and wish you made different decisions, and you feel like you're not going to heal or get what you want. But I know that, at least from what my viewers have said in the comments, that it does get better with age. The self-love, the boundaries, the awareness, and everything in between. So good luck to Jada on her healing journey. So my last story is about Sukihana. So this week was the annual Video Music Awards, also known as the VMAs. Nicki Minaj hosted the show, and I don't know why I thought I couldn't watch it live. Like, I would have watched it when it first aired, but I missed it. So y'all let me know where I can find the full show. I was gonna come on camera today and do a reaction to the VMA black carpet looks, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it today, so I'll post that tomorrow or this weekend, so stay tuned for that. But one person who was the talk of social media was none other than rapper Sukihana. So Suki gets on the carpet. She doesn't stand there and look cute and pose. She doesn't blow kisses to the fans. She doesn't seize the moment to really acknowledge the fact that she got to come to the VMAs. Nope. Because no, she crawls on the carpet like a praying mantis and slithers herself around while quivering her booty cheeks. Take a look at this. Now, I already made a video saying that this ratchet or ghetto behavior is such a detriment to black women, and you would think the majority of black women would understand why and how, but come on, see the people making excuses for this in the name of, oh, she's just being herself, she's just having fun. Can we please stop? Like, this woman is about to be 32 years old. She is not a kid. She knows when and where to do these antics, but chooses to do so at a high caliber event just to trend, go viral, and get attention. Do y'all see the pattern that this is plastered to the world for the consumption of stereotypes of black women? The debate about this honestly is sad because even if you're hood or ratchet or ghetto, you know when you're doing too much and when enough is enough. There's a time and place for everything. I don't like how people make it seem like being completely classless and not caring about your image is equivalent to being hood or ghetto. That's false. Just because you come from a certain type of neighborhood or upbringing does not mean you act like this. So do not equate her behavior to that. She just acts like this because she's nasty, attention hungry. Of course she is ghetto and ratchet, but it's also because this is who she is and she doesn't care about the backlash since it works for her and benefits her image. And if you ask me, she's acting. I don't think she really is like this. Even Ceci Red was being herself but not drawing attention for the wrong reasons. I actually thought Ceci looked cool. Her dress didn't necessarily fit, but it was simple and she did her regular poses and that's all she wrote. I don't know why Suki just can't give it a rest, but I think she likes this stuff, so she's going to continue to put this out there for people to see. Now, I'll be real, after making my video about this type of representation and reading the comments, I do get the point that some of y'all are saying, like, one woman doesn't represent all black women, but like, that's common sense. Like, the problem is she's a walking stereotype, and stereotypes are something that the collective of society believes to be true about certain demographics. So yes, you may be a black girl from the suburbs who went to school with white people and you like ballet and horseback riding and more, but the average person's thought of a black woman does not go to that imagery. Let's be real. If anything, black girls who are not a stereotype are even considered whitewashed or even called worse, like Oreos. So I get what y'all are saying, but the imagery and entertainment for black women is this. Like, most mainstream black women that appeal to an audience of teens to, let's say, like age 34 have more stereotypical tendencies than not. And that's why I think stuff like what Suki does is detrimental, because it's expected. What's not expected is the opposite, which doesn't get to have the same or equal or just a public representation as the raunchy, ratchet representation. And that's the problem. If you're hood or ghetto or ratchet, okay, cool. Nobody's mad at you, and that's not wrong, but there are thousands of underrepresented black girls and women that don't get their personas publicized at the same rate. And if you think that society is not purposely making it that way, then you must have taken a NyQuil last night and you need to wake up. Suki, I have nothing more to say. They do anything for clout and it worked for her. Clap for yourself, idiots. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know your commentary on my commentary down below. What do you think? What do you know? Let me know. Thank you guys for staying up with me tonight. I know this is a late night post and random, but I had to get this off. If you haven't already, go stream my song Let's Go. It is out on all platforms. The link is down below to the video. And also stay tuned to the end of this video for my new snippet of my song that's coming out next month. It's called Rich Auntie. Are y'all ready for the club banger? Okay. I think y'all want ratchet out of me, but hey, I can give you everything that you asked for. So just stay tuned. I got more songs coming out this year. And last but not least, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
Told y'all it's a ceremony, every day a cabaret. Get out my way, I'm out the way. They say I'm out the ordinary. All my favorite cousins up, they round the way and on the way. Had to come to auntie house, cause last time I did 20 I said I'ma call him when I need some money, I ain't tryna wait. Mansion in the motherland, bitch, leave it by the gate. Call my favorite cousins up, they round the way and on the way. Had to come to auntie house, cause last time I did 20K, yo. They don't know who they messing with. I be where the blessings is, my pockets never deficit. You can't touch all this excellence, you gon' need a prerequisite. You gon' need some relevance, so cut it OT Genesis. Pat in the mail from my boys in Abuja. Big, meaty, spicy, juicy, baby, call me Suya. I said 24/7, we stacking, racking. I'm a bad bitch, you fraction, lacking. Counting bread while he playing Madden. I'm in the building, bitch, what's happening? Queen Chioma, pure satisfaction. I'm really a vet, these joints need practice. Running circles around them, we laughing. QTM girls like camera action. Wanna book the girls, you need 1,000 Andrew